100 Club. Today is Super Tuesday, and as Terry just mentioned, it's the biggest voting day of the year leading up to the general election, and it could go a long way toward deciding who will be the Republican and Democratic presidential candidates. Dale Hurd has the story.
1/4 of Americans in a dozen states and a U.S. territory are going to the polls today, with a combined 1,610 delegates on the line for both parties. A new CNN poll shows Trump with a commanding lead over all the other Republican candidates with 49%, to Marco Rubio's 16% and Ted Cruz's 15%, with Ben Carson and John Kasich trailing. And Hillary Clinton is dominating Bernie Sanders in the Democratic race as well. Clinton and Trump are looking to build insurmountable leads. Clinton challenger Sanders and Trump rivals Rubio and Cruz are looking to simply remain alive.
And the only campaign that can beat Donald Trump is us.
Cruz is hoping to win decisively in his home state of Texas. Leading up to today's vote, he was out talking about religious liberty and the Supreme Court nomination.
Well, let me be very clear to the men and women of Texas. I will not compromise away your religious liberty.
And the jabs between Donald Trump and Marco Rubio were still flying.
We are not going to allow a con artist to take control of the party of Lincoln and Reagan.
In Florida, where he comes from, this guy couldn't be elected dog catcher.
And at Trump's appearance in Virginia, tension as a Time magazine photographer and a Secret Service agent got into a scuffle.
He grabbed me! He grabbed me by the neck!
And protesters tried to disrupt the Trump rally.
Tens of thousands of people. Are you back there, darling? Who's protesting? Anybody? Oh, get out of here. Get him out. Get him out.
Ted Cruz has a good chance to claim both Texas and Arkansas, while Marco Rubio might hang on to win Minnesota. But Trump seems to be in the lead everywhere else, including Rubio's home state of Florida. On the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton looks to maintain her lead over Bernie Sanders.
I don't think America has ever stopped being great. What we need to do now is make America whole.
We can win the Democratic nomination.
But only if Sanders can pull a rabbit out of the hat today. A fundraising email from Clinton shows she's already looking past Sanders and targeting GOP frontrunner Donald Trump. And speaking of emails, Clinton could still face problems from her email scandal, with the State Department releasing her final batch of emails Monday, with 261 of them containing classified information. Now the question, will she face legal problems down the road? And some think Trump could take a hit if the New York Times releases an audio tape from an off-the-record meeting at the newspaper in January. The recording allegedly shows Trump doesn't believe what he's saying about immigration. Dale Hurd, CBN News.